Yo, what's up? This is just a quick video shoot. It's kind of unscripted, not planned at all. But I was thinking about kind of all of the transitions that many of us around the world are still in. This hybrid space of returning back to the workplace full time and still having a hybrid mindset. It's an election season for many areas around the country. Some serious decisions have to be made regarding politics of those particular areas, how that's going to impact the working class, how that's going to impact those who need assistance as we're still recovering from this plethoric pandemic. There's just still a lot going on. It's great. I have the game on in the background, and it's great to kind of pull away and engage in some entertainment and watch these athletes leverage their amazing kinesthetic gifts for our enjoyment. But certainly that is an opportunity for many of us to escape for just a moment. But we got some real work to do. I think we are losing our edge, our fervor, many of us, regarding social unrest and the injustices and the inequities, the senseless killing and murders that are still taking place in predominantly black and brown communities. If you just follow the news, it may not be on mainstream news, but if you are a lover of information and if you're tracking with how humanity is doing overall, particularly those of us whose skin has been kissed by nature's sun, you will realize that there are still things that are going on that are impacting us in tremendous ways. And so can I encourage those of us of goodwill and those of us who love people, who love goodwill, that we will stay relentless, that we will continue to be intentional in highlighting and exposing the obvious and disparaging things that are happening to people simply because of differences. And we have a responsibility, particularly those of us who have placed ourselves in the teachings of Jesus Christ. For those of us who ascribe to the teachings of Christianity at its core, for those of us who live our lives through the lens of the gospel, those of us who track with the gospels to extract the principles and the narrative that shaped the ideology and the mindset of Jesus, we have a responsibility. I am always amazed when people say that people of faith should not be mixed into politics, when the very word itself means people. And so we have to ensure, and we have a responsibility, a moral and ethical responsibility to ensure that the spaces and the places that we show up in on a daily basis are better because of us. And if we ever are to transition or to leave, they should be better because we were present when we're gone. And so we have some real work to do. I want to say thank God to those who are remaining diligent and on the front line, who are not just trying to make front page news and not just jumping in when it's hot and it's popular to do so, but those who live and breathe that others' lives might be better. So let's do that, whether you are a teacher, an athlete, a custodial engineer, whether you are a student, a parent. We all have a responsibility and an obligation to make this place better. I believe it was Muhammad Ali who said a part of our responsibility, one of the ways that we pay rent on earth, is the way in which we treat one another. I'm certainly paraphrasing, but that is the context of what he said. And so the question I would ask then, how much rent do you pay monthly? How much rent do you pay semi-annually? How much rent do you pay quarterly? How much rent do you pay given the gift that you have to be here on earth? Amen. Let's do our part. Let's stay faithful to the causes that are near and dear to us. One preacher said many years ago, and it has stuck with me, your unique burden is the thing that troubles you the most. If it's troubling you the most, it means that you have a divine responsibility to try to eliminate it by addressing it. I'm out. I'm getting ready to go watch the games, a couple of them on tonight, and I'm going to be reading this book here, The Difference by Scott Page, How the Power of Diversity Creates Better Groups, Firms, Schools, and Society. Get yourself a good book. Stay sharp. Continue to think. Open up your heart and your mind and allow the creator of the universe, call that divine being God, to speak to you in unique and profound ways, and watch what he does with your life. Peace and blessings.